Big balls, man, that's a headline right now. It's kind of a funny thing that's developed here. You got a 19-year-old moving into the biggest agencies in the world saying, big balls is here, and I'm going to make some changes. And I just talked to Matt about the idea that there's something to that is like an appeal to the media, right? They want to talk about big balls. They want to talk about all the shiny stuff, right? And while they're talking about that, you have Trump just flooding the market with all these executive orders that are crazy and bizarre for the most part. What is your take on big balls?
Well, it's always interesting when you have a 19-year-old that could be making big decisions for a federal government that looks over 200 million people right in the United States. And so my take on it is exactly this. The question is, who is in charge?
Yeah.
Right? And that's something that a federal court was trying to get to the bottom to yesterday, and Department of Justice attorneys couldn't even say who the head administrator of Doge is.
Right.
Now we think it's Elon Musk, who is a special government employee, but we
could
don't really
big
know.
Balls?
It certainly could. I mean, this individual, 19 years old, from what we're told, is involved in meetings where people are having to explain what their job is and why it's important, and then are getting fired afterwards.
Okay, why did they bring it? Let's talk about why they brought him in. Okay, there's no way to ignore the fact the kid is brilliant. I mean, really, he's whatever it is you want to call brilliant. Where it comes to getting to the kinds of things he wants to get to, he's real good. He's a hacker. I mean, he's a trained hacker with a long history of being a hacker, right?
Well, that's what we're told, right? He went and he did 3 months with Elon Musk's companies as an individual that's working in computers and doing hacking. He's been on companies before. Now, he's also apparently given information to competitors for some of his companies and been fired because of it.
So wait. No, slow down on that just a second. Okay. Talk about that. Let me focus on that. You got a kid who's working for a company, right? Mm-hmm. And the company says, I'm going to pay you a lot of money. I don't know if they called him big balls. I don't know. But they're going to pay you a lot of money to manage all of this. And okay, yeah, I'll take the job. And while he's taking the job, he's sending information that he found on the job to that company's competitor.
That's right.
What the hell?
Yeah.
I mean, okay, do you look at that and you say, something's wrong here? What's your take on it?
Well, you would think so, right? But apparently he got a job after that with one of Elon Musk's corporations, and apparently he did a good job to the point that they said, hey, we like you as an individual that's going to come in as a Doge employee, whatever that is, and help us to what they're trying to do, or so they say, is weed out all of the government inefficiency and make it up to the standards of a new AI age.
Yeah, the new AI age. That's the pitch right now.
Right.
Okay, what I'm seeing right now, first of all, it's all over the place. You see the lizard man, Carville, coming out and saying, Trump is on his way out in 30 days. Well, if you look at the numbers, I don't care which, there's numbers that are driven by certain entities. But if you look at the numbers that I think are responsible numbers, you have an American public saying, hell yes, I want these cuts. Yes, I don't mind if these bureaucrats are gone. Yes, I want the money back. Oh, and by the way, I would love to have that payment of $5,000 that you're going to give me when it's all over. Where do you think this falls? I mean, I'm looking at it and I'm saying, I think Lizard Man may be wrong.
Well, so I like Carville. He's a funny guy. He's from the South like us.
Well, now that he took his LSU color, if you notice, they're trying to make him serious now. He took his LSU colors off. He's wearing a coat and tie.
Right.
So where is Lizard Man right? Is big balls in Doge causing such problems that the American public is going, oh my God, I don't see it. I see it. I see go. Trump go. That's what I see happening.
So in my opinion, if you want to ask me, the thing is, people love the general idea of Doge. You like the idea of being more efficient with government money that we all pay in taxes. You like the idea of someone being able to look at an organization and make it better for the future, because we all know technology is going to be a big part of the future.
Right.
The scary thing is, though, how is that happening and how is that being done? And I think that's where the American people, as they start to learn more about what is happening, are going to be concerned. Do we want 19-year-olds making those decisions about what functions should be done and shouldn't be done, and about what the future is? If the 19-year-old isn't, we should know at least who is making that decision.
And what when something happens? What when something goes wrong? when some cut that was made causes a catastrophe. Then maybe Lizard Man is right. Then maybe the public says,
well, that's
I want to revisit this. But for you to believe that the American public right now, and for Carville to be saying, "Oh, this is all crumbling," is ridiculous. It's not. You can make up whatever you want to say about it, but they're fine with the border. They like the idea of what's happening on the border. They like what's happening. They might get money back. They like that he's saving, in their minds,
right,
he's saving them tax money. They've never believed in the bureaucracy. They have to deal with the bureaucracy every day. They call up, they're trying to get a new license. You're going to have to hold for 4 days.
Right.
We'll get to you in 4 days. And so their experience with the bureaucracy in general is bad.
Right.
So if you put all that together, right now he's in pretty good shape. But what happens when that job that he removed or that thing he did to interfere with the workings of the FBI or the CIA and the NSA, they could be deep state all you want. But you know what it comes down to? When something goes wrong, he's got a problem, doesn't he?
That's right. Well, it comes down to this. Whenever you want something done, you want to make sure there's a good plan and someone in place who's accountable. Right now, the people that appreciate what's going on think there's a good plan, but no one knows who's accountable. Is Elon Musk, who is a special government employee, who's only a temporary employee, actually the administrator? The DOJ won't even say to a federal court yesterday whether he is or isn't.
Right.
So
now, let's back up on that. Mm-hmm. Understand, a judge was asking, who do you answer to? Or better yet, who do I even ask these questions of? Who is the person making these decisions? Who's in charge? Is it the guy with the black hat and sunglasses? Is it big balls? Who's in charge here, right? And that's it's a problem because nobody's really known who's in charge.
Well, exactly. And even though Trump has said, hey, Elon Musk is involved, what we do know is with special government employees, they have to actually file financial disclosures. But guess what? The White House has already said they're not going to put that out. So even if we do assume that Elon Musk is in charge, we have no way of making sure that he's accountable and that he is not taking the information that he gets from Doge and using it for his own benefit.
Yeah, there's no congressional mandate. We're making him this
That's
office.
That's right. This is all outside of the Congress's approval.
Exactly. So as I watch it, right now Lizard Man's wrong, but if something goes wrong, buddy, there's going to be hell to pay, right?
I think so.
Thanks for joining me.